Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touch. Back, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? I'm coming for you, son. Check. Lucky.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Howard on second down. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10.
Check.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down now, it's Howard, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, it's Howard trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Bang, bang. Tighten up.
Second and 5 now. Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Into the red zone. Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
He's not going to get me.
Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. They'll roll him out right. And he finds Howard complete. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Go. 180. Check. Watch 54. Wild Bill.
Again, it's Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
You don't want none. Hey. 50's the mic. You can't block me. Mike 50.
Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Here's Wilson to throw. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 53. Check 53. You can't block me. You can't.
On 3rd down, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Nick Ballore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On first down, it's Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They run it with Carson. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Wilson, he wants it all for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they've managed to get it done.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Open man is Gordon, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. They'll run on first down. Carson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. On second down now, it's Carson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
At the 46-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 23 yards the pickup there. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They run again with Carson. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Check 53. Come on. You better be ready. Don't be scared. Alert.
On 3rd down, Carson. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Where? 14, got it.
Now Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
Break this time. They run with Howard. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They needed a yard. They got it. First down.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulders square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. On first down, they run with Howard. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. It's a second down run with Sanders. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 180! 54! I'm coming.
On first down, it's Howard. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the pass.
They go with Howard again. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
A 32-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Wilson. Able to get this to Gordon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll run on 1st down. It's Carson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Let's go, great. Hey, tight.
On 1st down, Howard. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
3rd and 4.
Wentz with a kneel down, and that will be the final act of this game.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
Today's final score, Eagles 10.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opening up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.